Welcome again to Joe Stunt at Boxing. Let's talk about Alexis Rocha because this welterweight is looking good. He scores a fifth round TKO victory over Anthony Young, and this was a very, very impressive performance against a good opponent. Because coming in, Young had 24 victories, only 8 KOs, 2 defeats, but he hadn't been beaten since 2016. And probably the most notable name on his record was Saddam Ali. That was quite a while ago, I think. 2019, I think he fought him. Stopped him in 3 rounds. But since then, you know, he's been on a streak. And the guy came to win. And he went into Rocha's backyard. Roach, I forget where Roach is from. I mean, I think he's from somewhere in California. I don't know, I could be wrong. I think it's somewhere like Irvine, California, maybe. But Rocha had everyone in the auditorium, you know, cheering him on. And Young, the only people that, as the commentary team said, the only people that were supporting Young were his team. But make no mistake about it, Young came to fight. And from the word go, Rocha had his number. Because it looked to me like Young, having seen Young fight before, he likes to set quite a slow, precise pace. And Rocha was having none of it. Rocha tore after the guy. Rocha's a southpaw, by the way. Young is orthodox. Rocha tore after him and just kept slinging punches. I mean, and every one of them had meat on it. He was sort of rushing in with his feet, very, very quick feet on Rocha. And the moment he got into punching range, he was letting hard punches go, especially the left hook. But both hands were going, and he was not neglecting the body. And from the opening round, Young looked perturbed. It looked like he didn't really know how to answer, how to counter. He spent a lot of time covering up. His back was to the ropes an awful lot. And between rounds, his team was saying, "Don't go on, don't get on the ropes, don't stay off the ropes, stay off the ropes." But he was just being sort of bum rushed by Rocha and pushed to the ropes, and he didn't seem to know how to get off them. He didn't seem to. Rocha was too quick for Young to counter, sometimes it's the manner in which you get your work done. And Rocha was very, very impressive, very impressive. A lot of varied punches in bunches. I don't think there was one occasion where he threw a single punch. It was nearly all 3s and 4s, maybe 5s. And Young just had no answer. It was that simple. And Young was very tough, but from the second, I think he was hurt for the first time in the second round. He looked quite shaken. And I don't remember him ever landing even a single punch that really perturbed Rocha or even pushed him back. But Rocha's a threat, He sort of came to prominence back in 2022. He beat Blair Cobbs. Cobbs was undefeated, and Rocha stopped him in 9 rounds. And it was a good win, because Cobbs was flashy and mouthing off, and Rocha just didn't care. He went in there, had a good old fight, and stopped him in 9 rounds. And since then, I think he's fought about 4 times, and that's in a little over a year. So he's been very, very busy, Rocha, which is what you want in any fighter. So I think this guy's a threat at welterweight. He said afterwards, "I want the winner of who, Spence and Crawford, those 2 you may have heard of." Yeah, why not? Why not? The guy's earning it. He's earning his right to fight for the title. He fights for Golden Boy. This was on a Golden Boy card. It headlined it. Anthony Young. I don't think he's a bad fighter at all, but he's 35 now. So, he's got limited options, whereas the Rocha is only 25. And Rocha, if he's not yet reached his prime, he is going to be a very, very good addition to the welterweight. Well, he's already there, but when he gets into his prime, he'll probably improve even more. I was very, very impressed, and not for the first time, with Alex Rocha. So, go and have a look at the fight if you can. It's on DAZN. Like I say, a Golden Boy promotion. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think of Rocha. Have you seen him before? Where's he going from here? What are his options? Probably won't get Spence Crawford because I think they've got a rematch clause, so he might have to wait 2 fights for any kind of shot at the title. But who would you like to see him in with? Until then, leave your comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the subscribe button. That'll be a big help. Hit the like button. And I'll see you again sometime soon. Bye for now.